Four shot at Birmingham's Elyton Village on Saturday night. This was written by Chip Scarborough for WVTM 13, originally published on September 4th, 2022. So, this article is written weird. We'll start with the update first, then we'll get to the original story. Update Sunday. Birmingham police have identified the two men killed as 24-year-old Jalen Jamarcus Tolbert and 25-year-old Marquse Terrail Yarbrough. Police say a fourth man arrived by private vehicle at UAB Hospital with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. So, first and foremost, let's get to the update. Judging by the names, just by assuming from my knowledge of American culture and American society, these two young men who lost their lives tragically lost their lives, are presumably African American. Too many young black men are killed every single day in the U.S. due to senseless gun violence. The Second Amendment has not been the friend to black people. The gun has only taken away our lives senselessly and has been used to reinforce white supremacist terrorism and dominion over us since the beginning of the country. African Americans should be at the forefront of this movement to make America a gun-free nation, or at least advocate for a change in policy and culture and mindset in the country to make America less gun-friendly. We don't hear about these sorts of mass shootings, and a mass shooting, by the way, is where 4 or more people are shot in countries such as Australia, New Zealand, Canada, France, any other first world nation in the US in the world does not compare to the US in the number of mass shootings. There have been over 537 mass shootings in the United States of America alone in 2022. Also, by the way, police say a fourth man arrived to the hospital with non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. There's no such thing as a non-life-changing gunshot. Every time somebody is shot, that is a very traumatic event. We don't know if that person will succumb to their injuries later, if that person will be paralyzed, if that person will need an amputation, if that person will need permanent physiological or psychological help for the rest of their life, or if that person will have crippling medical debt, because in the United States of America, we do not have guaranteed universal health care for our citizens. And for anybody who's going to come into the channel and say all this stuff about mental health, every time there's a mass shooting that the mainstream media brings up, the right wing and the left all seem to talk about mental health. We need to have more done about mental health. But how can we have anything substantively done about mental health, which is a real crisis in America, when we can't even guarantee basic health care for all of our citizens? So I propose this. For anybody who says mental health awareness or mental health treatment is the solution for gun violence in America, I propose this. Why don't we guarantee, as a nation, every citizen has the right to see a therapist? There will be state-sponsored therapy. Everybody has to go get psychological help once a year at least. Everybody has to go through that. Oh, but now that's communism. Now that's socialism. Now that's totalitarianism. I thought you guys love the guns, so you can't get rid of the guns. So why don't we actually do something about mental health in society? But no, that's too extreme, right? That just goes to show it's all platitudes. It's all platitudes. Each side is only saying platitudes because they're too scared to stand up to the Second Amendment advocates and the people who propose all of these bullshit propaganda that they say. Having a gun makes you American. Having a gun protects your liberty. Having a gun protects you from criminals who want to do you harm. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, bro. In other countries, they don't have mass shootings. They don't have the level of homicides that exist in the United States. Don't you understand? Like, this is only killing us. It's only killing us as a society. Let's go to the story, because it gets worse. 2 men are dead, and a third is recovering after a shooting at Elyton Village in Birmingham on Saturday night. Since Friday, 5 people have been killed in shootings in the city. Learn more in the video above, but I'll continue reading. The Birmingham Police Department said the shooting appeared to stem from an argument. Detectives believe multiple shooters were involved after at least 24 shots were fired. In most other countries, people settle their disputes with fists or sometimes with knives, which can be deadly. But in the United States, we allow too many guns to permeate and proliferate all throughout our society, allowing people to settle their petty or very serious disputes with weapons. No dispute, no argument is ever worth firing a gun or taking somebody's life or even injuring them with a weapon, period. I do not condone violence of any sort on this channel. What I will say though is that for anybody who's going to come into the chat and say this is gang activity or criminal activity or criminals got their guns illegally, where do illegal guns come from? Do they fall from the sky? Are they being airdropped from China? Is there some secret force, secret cabal of people pushing illegal guns into the community? No, no, no. All illegal guns were once purchased legally. All illegal guns were once purchased legally. So when people get their hands on illegal weapons, they got them from somebody somewhere down the line that once purchased them. It's that simple. We have a gun problem in America because there are way too many guns. Way too many guns. Saturday's double homicide in Elyton Village marked the fourth and fifth killings in the city since Friday night. It's carnage. It's carnage. All five deaths were a result of gun violence. A man was shot and killed Friday evening while driving his car on Arkadelphia Road with his toddler and infant in the back. That's sad. That's a tragedy. Two more people were fatally shot Saturday afternoon in the Inglenook area, another tragedy. Anyone with information about any of the recent shootings is asked to call Birmingham Police at this number or Crime Stoppers at this number. How many more children have to lose their fathers? How many more schools have to be shot up? How many more young people have to lose their lives due to senseless gun violence before we as a society say enough is enough? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of making these YouTube videos. I don't want to gain clout off of people dying or people getting hurt. I am advocating. My channel will probably never be monetized. I'm not probably going to make $1 million off of YouTube, and that's okay because with my life, I'm trying to advocate for actual substantial change in the United States. Get rid of the guns. Change your mindset. The gun culture that we have in America has just been propagandized to us from the gun manufacturers who have a vested interest of making sure you continue to buy guns, right? We wouldn't let McDonald's put out commercials or tell us in school that eating hamburgers is healthy for us. We would know why, because McDonald's wants to make sure they sell burgers. But we allow the gun manufacturers with their propaganda arm, the NRA, to continue to tell people, yeah, having a gun makes you safe. Having a gun keeps us free. Having a gun is your God-given right. Show me where in the Bible Jesus said, keep a nine or keep a sword. Y'all are ridiculous. Anyway, I hope the people who were shot fully recover. Rest in peace to the many people in Birmingham who have lost their lives. My family comes from Huntsville, Alabama. There was a mass shooting in Huntsville, Alabama, and in all of these places in the South where the majority of these mass shootings happen, there needs to be change. There needs to be change. My name is Simon Hill, and thank you for watching.